You've done juice challenges, email inbox challenges, maybe even a social media challenge. But your wallet, it's still bloated, impulsive, and full of spending habits that should have been left in 2020. If you've ever looked at your bank account and thought, where did it all go? This challenge might just be the reset that you need. Welcome to the Smart Money Countdown, where personal finance meets punchy, fact-packed breakdowns. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we give you the 15 things that you need to know about what's trending in money, investing, and building real wealth, while on Sundays, we make deep dive videos. Subscribe now if you want to make smarter money moves without spending hours reading another personal finance book. Anyway, let's get into what really happens when you commit to a 30-day financial challenge, and why the results might surprise you. Without further ado, here are 15 things that happen when you do a 30-day financial challenge. Number 15. You start a budget detox. This isn't about deprivation or cutting out joy. It's about giving your money a clean slate. Like Whole30, but for your wallet. Think of this as a reset button for your finances. Instead of focusing on what you can't have, you're focusing on what truly matters to you. After years of mindless spending, this challenge helps you see where your money is going and gives you the power to redirect it toward your real priorities. When I tried my first financial challenge, I realized that I had been spending out of habit, not happiness. I buy a new gadget just because it was on sale, not because I actually needed it. This challenge forced me to pause and actually ask myself, does this purchase add any real value to my life? It's kind of like putting your wallet on a juice cleanse, except, this one actually works and doesn't involve kale. Number 14, no new debt. No new credit card swipes, no buy now, cry later checkout buttons. You freeze all of your debt. And yes, that includes the I'll pay it off the next day logic. For 30 straight days, you commit to living within your means. This means no financing, no new loans, and absolutely no go treat yourself purchases on credit. The goal is to break the cycle of borrowing and start building a healthier relationship with your money. It's about proving to yourself that you can survive and even thrive without relying on debt. A friend of mine would always justify a new phone or a pair of trainers with, I'll just pay it off next month. But that debt would snowball and the stress would grow. The challenge helped her finally draw a line and say enough. For 30 days, you treat your credit cards like your ex. There's no contact, there are no exceptions, and no late night relapses. Number 13. You start tracking every dollar. For 30 days, every coffee, every subscription, and every impulse checkout lives in your budget log. No rounding, no pretending. I remember the first time that I tracked every single dollar that I had spent for a month, and by week 2, I was pretty shocked to see how much I was spending on little things. Like those little treat-yourself coffees on the way to work. Sure, they felt small in the moment, but it added up to more than $40 by the end of the month. A friend swore that she only spent $20 a week on snacks. But once she tracked it, it was closer to $70. Tracking every expense, it's pretty eye-opening. It forces you to confront your spending habits head on. You'll be amazed at just how quickly the small purchases add up. Plus, it's the only real way to truly understand where your money is going and where you can make meaningful changes. Suddenly, that $5 coffee feels like a personal betrayal. And, don't even get me started on impulse gum at checkout. Number 12. One income, one spending plan. If you're in a relationship, you probably operate under one game plan. There's no side hustle splurges without mutual agreement because, surprise Amazon boxes don't exactly scream shared financial vision. Financial alignment starts with shared discipline. This means sitting down together, reviewing your income and your expenses, and agreeing on your goals. It's not about control, it's about teamwork. When both partners are on the same page, it's much easier to avoid arguments and make progress toward your financial goals. Believe me, I've seen couples where one partner is a saver and the other is a spender. It's like rowing a boat with one oar. You're just going in circles. The challenge helped one couple I know finally get on the same page, and they told me it was the best thing that they'd done for their relationship. Number 11. You list your financial triggers. Step 1 is writing down what tempts you. Amazon late at night, maybe DoorDash after a long day. You can't control what you don't name. So, take some time to reflect on when and why you spend money. Is it boredom? Is it stress? Maybe social pressure? Once you identify your triggers, you can actually start to develop strategies to avoid them. For example, if late night online shopping is your weakness, try deleting shopping apps from your phone or setting a cutoff time for browsing. For me, it was late night scrolling. Instagram ads for gadgets that I didn't really need but suddenly wanted. One friend even realized that she always bought clothes after scrolling TikTok fashion hauls. Once you realize that your bank account cries every single time you scroll TikTok, the healing can finally begin. Number 10. You build a zero-based budget, even if it's ugly. A zero-based budget means that every single dollar is assigned a job. There's no leftovers. Every last dollar has a job. Rent, food, savings, even fun. Your budget might scream at first, but hey, at least it's honest. This method forces you to be intentional with your money. You'll need to review your income and expenses and allocate every dollar to a specific category. If you have money left over, well, assign it to savings or debt repayment. If you're short, well, you'll need to make some adjustments. It's a powerful way to take control of your finances. And the first time that I did this, I realized that I'd been letting $150 a month just disappear. Now, I assign every dollar, even if it's just that $10 that I need for a Friday treat. Number 9. You cut out non-essentials and see what's actually essential. Now, a shocking number of expenses are just habits in disguise. That $30 subscription that you forgot about? Boom, gone. That random Target run? Skipped over. You realize just how little you need to feel stable. For 30 days, you commit to cutting out all non-essential spending. This means no new clothes, no nice tech upgrades, no takeout, and no random Amazon add-ons. You'll be quite surprised at just how quickly you can adapt, and how much you're saving. I once canceled 3 different streaming services that I barely used, and suddenly, I wasn't missing anything. My bank account thanked me, and I realized how much of my spending was just on autopilot. Number 8. Meal planning becomes a financial power move. You realize that cooking isn't just healthier, it's cheaper, faster, and avoids $15 regret orders on Uber Eats. Prepping equals saving. When I started finally meal planning, I thought it would be a hassle, but it took me like a week of not ordering takeout, and I realized that I'd saved over $50, and my lunches actually tasted better than what I was getting delivered. My friend who used to eat takeout every day for lunch now cooks in batches on Sundays, and he's saving $200 a month. Meal planning is a true game changer. It helps you avoid impulse food purchases and reduces your waste. Try setting aside a couple of hours each week to plan out your meals, make a shopping list, and then just prep as much as you can in advance. You'll save money, you'll be eating better, and you'll feel more in control. You go from what's for dinner to I already made it and it cost me $3 per portion. Thank you. Number 7. You start a no-spend list. For 30 days, you can cut out everything non-essential. No shopping for clothes, no new tech, no takeout, no random Amazon ads. You're not punishing yourself, you're reprogramming your habits. A no-spend list is pretty clear. Written reminders of what's off limits. It's a way to hold yourself accountable and stay focused on your goals. When temptation strikes, refer back to your list and remind yourself why you're doing this. I made a list and I stuck it to my fridge. No new books, no new gadgets, and no takeout. Yeah, sure, it was tough at first, but seeing it every day kept me accountable. It's kind of like a breakup list, but instead of toxic people, it's your toxic spending habits. And hey, if this video's been helpful so far, please be sure to subscribe. We break down trending money topics just like this every week. Number 6. Most people save $200 to $600 without realizing it. By the end of the month, the average person has a pretty small emergency fund just from eliminating leaks. There's no magic, just intentionality. During my first challenge, I didn't really think that I was saving much, but by the end of the 30 days, I had over $300 extra in my account. It was the first time that I actually felt like I had breathing room before payday. My cousin did this and managed to stash away enough for a weekend getaway, just by skipping her daily coffee runs and impulse buys. This is the power of small changes. When you cut out the little things, the savings add up pretty quickly. You might actually be surprised at just how much money you've been wasting on things that you don't really need or enjoy. Number 5. You discover your emotional spending triggers. Halfway through the month, you'll start to notice some patterns. Boredom, you shop. Stress, you order takeout. Identifying your emotional triggers makes them much easier to disarm. Just take some time to reflect on your spending habits and ask yourself, why am I making these certain purchases? Once you understand your triggers, you can start to develop healthier coping mechanisms. For example, if you tend to shop when you're stressed, try going for a walk or calling a friend instead. A friend of mine realized that she was always ordering food after a tough day at work. I used to buy gadgets when I felt unproductive, hoping that a new app or a flashy new device would fix my routine. Once you see your patterns, you can break them. I mean, who knew that sadness smells like new shoes and comes with free shipping? Number 4. You don't need to become a minimalist. Now, this isn't about becoming a money monk. You're not tossing all your joy out the window. You're just creating space for financial clarity, and it feels empowering. The goal is to find a nice balance that works for you. You don't have to give up everything that you love, just the things that don't truly add value to your life. By the end of the challenge, you'll have a much better understanding of what's truly important to you. One viewer messaged me worried that she'd have to give up her Friday movie nights, but that's not the case at all. Keep the things that matter to you, but cut out the rest. Number 3. You start automating what works. Once your budget stabilizes, you just set up auto transfers to savings, bills, or debt payoff. The goal? Default to discipline. Automation takes the guesswork out of your savings and paying bills. You can set up automatic transfers to your savings account, investment account, or debt repayment plans. This ensures that you're making progress toward your goals, even when life gets a little bit hectic and busy. I set up auto transfer for just $50 to my savings account every payday. At first, I barely noticed it, but 6 months later, I had a rainy day fund for the first time in my life. Number 2. You can pair it with a side hustle surge. Some people stack wins. They cut spending, plus they add income. They'll sell stuff, freelance, monetize a skill. That $500 gain could double into $1,000. If you're looking to accelerate your progress, consider picking up a side hustle. Whether it's selling unused items, freelancing, or monetizing a hobby, every extra dollar helps. The combination of cutting expenses and increasing income is a powerful way to build wealth. Me personally, I sold electronics and books during my challenge, made $120 in a weekend. My friend started offering dog walking services, and now he's got a steady side income. Number 1. You finish with a plan that outlasts the 30 days. Now, the challenge isn't the goal here. It's simply the launch pad. You finish with better habits, clearer goals, and a system that sticks. The 30-day financial challenge is just the beginning. Use what you have learned to create a substantial financial plan. Decide what non-essentials you want to reintroduce and which ones you want to keep out of your life. Set new goals, automate your savings, and keep tracking your progress. The habits that you build during the challenge will serve you for years to come. After my first challenge, I kept my no-spend list for another month, just to see how much more I could save. The lesson stuck, and I found myself making smarter choices without even thinking about it. But here's the thing. Finishing the 30-day financial challenge is just the beginning. What's your biggest spending trigger? Please, let us know down in the comments section below. And hey, want to go a bit deeper in on this topic? In our next video, I'll shed some light on high-yield savings accounts that have helped millions turn this challenge into gains. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Click on the next video on 15 things that you need to know about high-yield savings accounts. It's packed with smart, no-fluff money moves that you won't want to miss.